Can we walk? I have a couple things to ask you.
Okay, sure, absolutely.
Okay, well first, yesterday when we talked, do you feel like there was anything that was left unsaid that really needed to be said? Because I think it was great. It was a lovely conversation. It was really lovely. But given a little bit of hindsight and maybe some, just for some reason, I might. Is there anything that you feel needed to happen that didn't happen? Hypothetically.
I don't think there's anything I want to take back. I said everything I want. I didn't say everything I wanted to say, but I said everything I probably should say right now.
Is there anything you think you needed to hear that's going to keep you from moving on? Like,
Moving on.
no, not like that. Just like
Like what do you mean? So, not to move on.
No. Because we're about to leave, and you're gonna go back to the battlefield, and
Maybe.
yeah.
I don't know. Well, probably. Actually, no. You're right. Yeah, that's gonna happen.
At the very least, right now, I'm leaving. I'm going back to London, and you're staying here. And I am very happy. And I just want to make sure that you're not waiting for something.
I don't have a lot of experience with these kind of conversations. I probably just would mess them up. So I don't know really what to say. When I talked to you, I didn't mean to put any pressure on you. I was and I am telling you where my heart is. That's all I can do. And I don't have the right to expect anything but you to hear me. And if what I'm saying and what I'm doing if you know in your heart that I am someone that you will never be interested in, you just need to tell me, and that's okay.
No, that's not what it is. At all.
And that is fine too. I don't have the right to pull you into any place you don't want to be. And so I'm just telling you the truth that I know. And there's no rush, there's no clock. Even though there is a clock and you're leaving
yes.
less than an hour, but there's no clock that says that you have to tell me anything now that you don't want to.
It's a really weird thing where I do want to tell you, like, exactly what you think I might say. I really want to say, and for some reason I can't.
I can wait.
I don't want you to have to, but if you will.
I will wait.
Okay. It's great. That's great. That was supposed to be really fast. That wasn't the main thing. I only needed to ask you that, like, I realized like 20 minutes ago I need to ask you that. Okay, anyway, completely changing the topic.
Okay.
What do you feel just generally about the talent and the talented? Like what, just, you had to give like a base, like what do you think? And the fact we're on a time crunch, it means it has to be.
It is as though you're asking me what do I think about people that know how to ride horses or shoot bows or shoot guns or heal or see or run or they are. The talent doesn't make you special. Doesn't of itself. It does make you special, but it doesn't make you more than anybody else, and it doesn't make you less either. The things that matter in this world, the things that really matter, are your relationship to the God who made you. Everything else is gravy. If you are in a good standing with your Maker, with your Lord, you are fine, even if the whole world is against you. And if the whole world is on your side and you're not in good standing with your Lord, all is lost. That's what matters. The rest is just our culture doing its thing.
Do you think the people who have these abilities have responsibilities because they have them?
Oh, well, anybody that has abilities has some responsibilities, not to misuse them, not to... Yes. The question is, who tells them what those responsibilities are? I know I keep harping on the same thing. No. But the God who made you is the one that gets to tell you how you have to use your stuff. Everything you have from him is from him. Everything you have is from him. He gets to set the rules. Nobody gets to walk into this room or into this hallway or wherever we happen to be walking at the moment and say, I am now tyrant for the day and I get to tell you, you have to do the following. They don't get to do that. They may get to do it by force or culture or something stupid like that, but that doesn't mean it's binding on you. Even if something dark and powerful comes to you and says, this is what you must do, it has no binding power. It didn't make you, and it didn't give the gift.
Okay. I have an idea. And before I tell you what the idea is, I'm going to explain. Okay. Someday I might tell you everything the shadow did. Someday, maybe, if you want me to. But at the moment, I don't have time, and I don't want to.
That's fine. That's good.
But the shadow taught me how to hurt. It was there, and it pretended to be my friend, and it told me that the things I was learning, it wasn't the shadow. It pretended to be its own thing, and it told me I could fight the shadow, maybe. But it made me hunt and kill by myself using virtue, breaking songs, and eventually it made me work on my father's song, just to see, just to feel what it was like, not to actually hurt him, just. And then he died. And the shadow told me it was my fault. But when I was remembering it, Lady Ellerina and Mehru, they were there, and they were able to watch, and they told me it wasn't my fault. They told me it wasn't me, that the shadow had killed him. But even if it wasn't me, I did feel it. I felt him. And the whole time I was living here in Wand, I knew I had these abilities, but I never actually thought about how, because he didn't want me to.
How you got them?
Mm-hmm.
How you learned them?
And I know. And I know how to hurt people. And I want to protect Mehru, and I can hurt the people who try to hurt her, but she said that you said what I can do is like a hospitaler. And from what I understand, that tracks, that makes sense. I can hurt people who try to hurt her, but if something ever actually happens to her, I want to be able to do something about it. And I feel like I've got half the tools I need to do it, but I can't just pick up a book and learn how to heal. Believe me, I've tried.
At some point, you have to find a teacher.
Yeah.
And you have to find a teacher you trust.
Yeah. So.
And in so doing, you reveal that you have the talent.
Yeah, you beat me to it. I have an idea.
What is your idea?
You talk an awful lot about your father. And he's a good man. Everyone I've ever spoken to says he's a good man. We've only talked once or twice. The first time it didn't go very well. I don't know if he would have told you, but
I don't expect it wouldn't. He's a good man. But when it comes to me, I think his logic is not trustworthy. So, yes, he would. I would like you to have a good relationship with him in any case. If you would like, I can call him and talk to him and ask him to talk with you.
Given what I'm asking, I kind of want to do it myself.
Okay. I thought that was likely to. But I encourage you, go and talk to my dad.
I know he knows what I want to learn. But you're right, I have to tell him. Is that... Would he teach me?
He picked up a little orphan boy and adopted him as his son. That orphan boy could offer him nothing but pain and difficulty and expense and trouble. And he did it anyway. Even if he never teaches you anything at all, knowing him and having a good relationship with him would be a blessing, both to him and to you. So I encourage you to talk to him. I encourage you to talk to him. I encourage you to talk to him.
Okay. I will, once we're back in Wand, I'll talk to him. Pray for me.
Every night, every morning.
What about this specifically?
Okay, yes. That too. I'll add that.
Okay.
And during the
Be safe.
Go with God.
Mm-hmm.